Point number 1. The birth of Bitcoin and its early rise. Our story begins in 2008, a time when the world was recovering from a massive financial crisis. Out of this chaos emerged a mysterious figure, or perhaps a group, known as Satoshi Nakamoto. Nakamoto released the now famous Bitcoin white paper, introducing a revolutionary concept, a decentralized digital currency. This wasn't just any currency. It promised to operate free from banks, governments, or any central authority. Bitcoin introduced blockchain technology, which acted as a public ledger. Every transaction would be recorded on the blockchain, making it transparent, secure, and nearly impossible to tamper with. This was groundbreaking, an invention that could disrupt the traditional financial system. But the first big moment came in 2010. A programmer named Laszlo Hanyecz made history by spending 10,000 bitcoins on 2 pizzas. Yes, 2 pizzas. Back then, Bitcoin was worth fractions of a cent, so it seemed like a fair trade. Today, that's a $500 million meal. Let that sink in. This marked Bitcoin's entry into the real world. It went from being a concept to something tangible. But here's the fun part. If you could go back in time, how many Bitcoins would you buy? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Point number 2. Bitcoin's meteoric rise. By 2013, Bitcoin was no longer an obscure experiment. It had started making headlines. Its price skyrocketed from just a few dollars to over $1,000. Early adopters, those tech-savvy enthusiasts who mined or bought Bitcoin, were becoming millionaires almost overnight. Bitcoin's rise wasn't just about making money, though. It became a symbol of financial freedom. It captured the imagination of tech enthusiasts, libertarians, and even Wall Street. This wasn't just a currency, it was a movement. But as with all good stories, there's always a twist. Bitcoin's anonymity had a dark side. It became the go-to currency for illegal transactions on the infamous Silk Road, an online black market. This brought Bitcoin under intense scrutiny from governments and regulators. And just when it seemed like Bitcoin was unstoppable, the unthinkable happened. The once rising star faced its first major crisis, and the fallout was catastrophic. Point number 3. The fall of Bitcoin. In 2014, disaster struck. Mt. Gox, the largest Bitcoin exchange at the time, was hacked. Over 850,000 Bitcoins worth hundreds of millions of dollars simply vanished. This wasn't just a robbery. It was a seismic event that sent shockwaves through the crypto world. The hack shattered trust in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as a whole. By early 2015, Bitcoin's price had plummeted to just $200, a far cry from its previous highs. The media declared Bitcoin dead. Economists called it a bubble, and governments raised alarms. It seemed like Bitcoin's wild ride had come to an end. But let me ask you, did you ever think Bitcoin was finished? Let me know in the comments, because here's the crazy part. Bitcoin wasn't done. Not by a long shot. Point number 4. The comeback Bitcoin's fall might have discouraged many, but between 2016 and 2017, it staged one of the most epic comebacks in financial history. How did it happen? Let's break it down. First, there was institutional adoption. Companies like Microsoft and Overstock began accepting Bitcoin, giving it legitimacy. At the same time, blockchain technology gained recognition as a game changer, even outside of cryptocurrency. Second, halving events played a significant role. These events, where the reward for mining Bitcoin is cut in half, created scarcity, driving up its value. Third, Bitcoin went global. Countries like Japan even legalized Bitcoin as a form of payment, and suddenly, it wasn't just a niche internet thing. It was a global phenomenon. By December 2017, Bitcoin hit a historic high of $20,000. The world was officially obsessed with crypto. But if you think this was the end of the story, think again. Bitcoin's most exciting chapters, point number 5, to come. The volatility and resilience. Bitcoin's story didn't stop at $20,000. Over the next few years, it became a roller coaster. In 2018, its price crashed to $3,000, sending investors into panic. But Bitcoin proved its resilience. Big players like Tesla and MicroStrategy began investing billions. Even countries like El Salvador adopted Bitcoin as legal tender. However, Bitcoin wasn't without its challenges. Critics slammed its environmental impact, and regulatory crackdowns in countries like China posed significant obstacles. But here's the thing about Bitcoin: it's not just a currency, it's a movement. Despite its volatility, Bitcoin has shown one undeniable truth: it's here to stay. Conclusion: what's next for Bitcoin? So what's next for Bitcoin? Some experts predict it could hit $100,000 or more in the coming years. Others warn of potential challenges, from stricter regulations to environmental concerns. One thing's for sure: Bitcoin has already changed the world of finance forever. What do you think? Is Bitcoin the future of money, or just another bubble waiting to burst? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more fascinating stories like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.